today, and we just gonna declare the name of the Lord. How about that? Come on, Brian, drop that track. Come on, y'all gotta do this. Let's go.
We cannot afford to look to celebrities and have them define us. Oh, church. We cannot afford to look to singers and allow the lyrics that they sing to tell us who we are. And this is why I wanted to pause there. I want to look at some of I Googled like some of the top 5 R&B songs that are being played. It is noted that when you are listening to music, how many of you listen to music? When you are listening to music, it is important that you realize that your psyche is soaking up what you're listening to. I called Minister Sky back in the office there a little while ago and just kind of dialoguing with him about this. And he said, yeah, we were talking about this. And he said, you want a good example of how you know your psyche is picking stuff up and you don't even realize it? He said, I'm going to give you a commercial. And I'm going to start it. And just off the bat, you're going to be able to just right off finish it. I said, okay. He started singing, best part of waking up. I said, it's Folgers in your car. He said, now did you study that? I said, no. He was like, your psyche just picked it up because you were sitting there watching it and you committed it to memory. How many Folgers lovers we got in here? So, it's not only in those instances, and I'm just going to be transparent a minute. I was at home with my son Darius one day, and I was just walking through the house, and I started singing something. He stopped, he said, Pastor Charles, where did you learn that song? I said, at the gym. At the gym. You know, I'm in the gym, and I'm working out, and they're playing this music overhead, which is true. You know, I'm working out, and there's something about a good beat. A good beat gets to going, and you get to rocking and moving, and you thinking you're not picking that up, and the next thing you know, you driving in your car, and you singing what Beyonce was saying. And you're thinking, where did I learn that at? We have to guard our ears. Because let me tell you what a keen strategist the enemy is. The enemy knows that music is taking this generation by storm. And so, he, in heaven, he was music. He was all of the instruments, all of the vocals, the soprano, alto, tenor, bass, baritone. He was all of that himself. And because he got lifted in himself, he was kicked out of heaven. So he has launched a plan in the earth realm. I see what's happening with the youth and the music. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the music and pollute the music with lyrics. I'm going to give them a nice beat that they like, and they jumping and moving to the beat and dipping and all this stuff, and not realizing that it's being placed in their psyche. So when the music stops, the lyrics keep playing in their psyche. This is why you have children killing parents. It's in their psyche. It's in their spirit. It's talking about the body. It's talking about physical things. Now, so what exactly does that mean? How does that relate to me, Pastor Charles? It means that if you're listening to that, that's being absorbed in your psyche, and it's causing you to have sexual desires that you should not be having if you're not married. So you're trying to tell me that if I click my radio on V103 and I'm listening to this all day long, I'm going to hell? You trying to tell me this music is going to send me to hell? Y'all waiting on me to answer that. Maybe that music itself won't, but the desires that it's created in you will. Yes, you can. But you better be willing to suffer the consequences that come with you listening to it. Be careful. Be careful. The enemy is shrewd and he's out to kill you. He is not playing with you. He is a keen strategist. He comes to sap the very life out of you that God has put in you. Why does he want to kill you, to steal you, and to destroy you? Because God has put a kingdom purpose in your belly. And he knows that if you raise yourself up, and that if you find yourself in the Word of God, allowing God to affirm you and tell you who you are, it's then and only then that you become a threat to his kingdom. You can raise yourself up and speak against the injustice that's in our land if you allow yourself to get in the place of God. Trickster. His name means supplanter. His name means schemer. His name means swindler. And all of these things, Lady Gaga, are things that he inherited along the way. Now, if in fact he was born as a swindler, a cheater, a schemer, and all of these things, he had enough sense to know that that was not really who he was. There was something down on the inside of Jacob that said, yeah, I tricked my brother out of his birthright. I tricked my father and made him lay a blessing on me. And I'm a schemer, and I can connive, and I can get my way, and it has brought me to a place. But there's something down on the inside of me beckoning to me, telling me that this is not who I really am. And I would dare to say that there are some young people, some middle-aged people, some old people that are sitting under the sound of my voice today, and you're saying, I'm at a certain place in life, but I realize that this is not really who I am. There's something pulling me down on the inside saying, this is the way you've always done it, but that ain't the right way to do it. There's something on the inside of me pulling